Hey, so fam, Amelia Adair here, and we back. I hope you went and got you a little tea because this is part two. Okay, part two, part two, part two, part two. Okay, things to avoid or things to. Is this one avoid? Is it avoid? I think it was. Okay, the other one was part two. This one will be things to. No, same thing. Part two, so fam. Part two. I'm back. Okay, I had to look over my notes real quick. But yes, so fam. So, as you know, we in a new world. I don't know if you know, so fam. That's my fan. I haven't been hot because I got the air a little cooler. Duh. um. So, all right. As you know, we're in a new world, right? We're in a new world, new time. Everyone has information at the tip of their fingertips. Okay, so the world has been on a roll since what, 2020? A little bit before. And all of this information, believe it or not, SoFam, has been here. Most of us just were blind to it because we were so busy living our lives. I mean, lives. We were so busy living our lives. That's what we're gonna call it, okay? We were so busy living our lives that we didn't even pay attention to this information. The twist to it is oftentimes, so fam, some people were kind of already aware of it, right? So for me personally, I always was aware that, everything didn't smell too sweet out there in America, at least for Americans. So I was always just like, tread lightly, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna go do this, I'm gonna do this corporate job and stuff like that. But I'm also gonna keep an eye open because something just didn't sit right. For me personally, so fam, a lot of things just never sat right. And I was just like, is this anyone? No, it's just me. And so when you are the minority and not the majority, oftentimes your voice won't be heard. Like everybody's gonna look at you like, okay, it's like conspiracy theorists, right? So there's a fine line with some conspiracies, okay? I'm not into looking all into them. I just go off things that I see to be true with myself and with the Lord, okay? All the other stuff, all the other, like, how do you say, celebrity topics and things like that, I don't focus on that. Only because I don't know any of those celebrities. So if you don't know a celebrity, it's hard to say, if their story is true or not true. So it's just something that I don't focus on just because I'm focusing on me and honestly my clients. Like I have clients to do. I can't be sitting around wondering if, what's the name? Michael B. Jordan and Lori really broke up or did it break up? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know them, so I don't know. Okay, we know but so much. You know what I'm saying? What we can focus on is the things that we know, and the things that we know are in our life. Okay? So based on the experiences that you have experienced in your life, you're able to determine, okay, all right. Oh, you know what I'm saying? You'll be able to make shifts based on your truths. So, not to go too far left, let's get into part two. So fam, grab your popcorn because you know what's good. But another important factor to pay attention to as you're on your journey is heal 100%. Aim for 100%, okay? Aim to heal for 100% before you start teaching anything, okay? Yes. When you don't heal, so fam, from any past experiences, traumas, you create a bias, okay? You create a bias that you might not even be aware of because you have that strong negativity towards that topic. You know, you kind of are upset. If you are upset about anything in your life and then you try to teach on it and you haven't healed from it, so fam, you're not teaching with a pure heart. Okay? You are teaching out of grief. It's not the same, so fam. You can, in a sense, give out false information based on your bias. Okay? So a great way to know that you healed from something is paying attention to your actions, your thoughts. When this person, place, or thing come up. Exes. Sometimes we are so, definitely exes. We are so upset about exes. Like we're living our life trying to get revenge on our ex. No. I would tell anyone, do not be mad at your ex. Because if you get mad at your ex, you're mad at yourself when you were younger. You were, naive. It's a waste of energy. It's a complete rabbit hole. Okay, so then your ex was someone that you attracted for whatever reasons. Okay? I think about my exes, and sometimes I don't even know if I want to say this out loud, because you know what I'm saying? But sometimes we'll get the thought to be back with that ex, right? And it'll be a little test. You know what I'm saying? It'll be a test, believe it or not. Because that ex is gone. It don't matter how far along you've healed and you've grown, there's no going back to that ex, so man. There may be one exception to the rule out there, but so fam, don't live your life trying to be that exception to the rule. Okay? Leave that ex alone, because that ex is a older version of you. Okay? You don't like that ex anymore because you don't like that version of you anymore. That is okay. Sometimes we think when we done with something, it has to be a negative. No. I've given all that I could give. I think my last ex, I said those exact words, like, I've given you and your family all that I can give. I have no more to give. I don't even have any hurt to give. You know what I'm saying? I don't even have no anger to give. I don't even have any love to give. You just don't have any more to give. Period. And that is okay. Sometimes with people, relationships, anything in the past, we love to make it feel like we had a horrible, life. We had some horrible situations. Okay? A horrible life was slavery. Okay? I didn't live when slavery was here. Well, not that I know of. You know what I'm saying? Well, not recently. Because, they say energy never dies. Whatever. As far as this life, so fam, I was not a slave picking cotton. That was a hard life. So we have to be more grateful for our experiences in order to heal. Okay? Be grateful that you made it out alive. Be grateful you have the ability to heal. Be grateful you have the ability to move on and never see that person ever again. You don't have to see them no more. And you also don't have to send negativity that way. Negativity don't leave, because then there'll come a point like, maybe I could make it work. If you get to that point, don't try to make it work. No. No. But have that peace. You know what I'm saying? And if they reach out, continue to block. No, we're not moving backwards, we're moving forward. Okay? And in order to move forward, we let go and we don't try to fish. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we be trying to let go and then fish a little later. You ain't let it go, man. You dragged it. Just like a longer string. No. So, man, no. Keep your seat open for what's to come. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to keep that relationship or friendship or whatever seat open to things that you let go. Because are you really growing? Excuse me. No. You have to understand, so fam, when you start to hold on to the past after you let it go, the people that's for you, the love that's for you, you'll never get to kind of meet it. You know what I'm saying? You guys won't ever be able to cross paths because your focus is like, this seat is already filled. You're moving in an energy that ex still got the seat. Yeah, I'm not talking to them, but it's still their seat. No, it ain't. You better say it out loud. This seat is available to the love that it belongs to. Okay? Not the love that the missed out. You're lost. When people will double back when they realize, like, dang, she was mad good to me. That don't mean you gotta double back, because they double back. You double back, be like, see you later. Not in this life. No. When you operate and you meet people with a nice, kind heart and peace and love, soul fam, and then they decide to give you their negativity, that's exactly what they are. And you don't want to be dragging that baggage. Sometimes we ask for blessings, and the Lord is like, not with that baggage. Nope. Because believe it or not, the Lord don't be wanting to share with people that don't work. You out here doing all the work. You out here healing. You out here making changes. You out here shifting your heart, and now you think you're about to be sharing with moving on. Number 2. Okay. Ooh. Lord, you done blessed this video. Let me tell you so, fam. Heating up. So, fam, this is big. Okay? My boss said there's no order for any of these because they're all explanation points. So, fam, never worship. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Worship, I have this accent. Never worship, WORSHIP. People, okay? Never worship people. Sometimes, so fam, we'll fall in love with the information people are giving us. I was guilty, not gonna lie. And then we'll start to worship them because they have gave us information. Never worship people. Sometimes we'll people, places, or things, right? Sometimes we'll even be from a city and we'll be worshiping that city. Like me, I'm from New York. Oh, I got an itch. I do not worship New York. I love New York. I love the experiences I had while I was there. But I'm sorry. I'm not walking around like Brooklyn. No. Because there's some things that happen in Brooklyn that, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that deep. Is what I'm basically saying, so fam. Never worship people. When you start on your journey and you find a coach and you find a teacher and you find a channel and you find anything, give your glory to God always. And even if you've had a session with me, I'll tell you, don't go to people and start asking questions. No. Go to God and start asking questions. And the answer will be revealed to you. Sometimes we just in a desperate need to hear. We don't even know how to hear God's voice. That's where a coach come in. Sometimes we want to treat coaches and stuff like they're gods. And sometimes people act like God himself. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference. I'm not going to get too deep in it, but point is, so fam, don't worship people. You can admire them. You can have respect for them. You can go to them to hear their perspective. You can value them. Those are all great things. But worship, okay? I really hope I'm saying this word right. I should have looked it up first. I just wrote it down. Worship, like the pastor. Sometimes people will be worshiping the pastor. God didn't say that. Okay? God said we could say his word, we could be in his light and all that other stuff, but he didn't say we have to take his place. and be sitting around. The only life he wants us to control is our own life. Other than that, and not even then, God is still in control. Okay? So, yeah. Go to God. Worship God. Give glory to God. You can say thank you to people. Sometimes we don't know how to just say thank you without having that worship. You know, like being a fan, sometimes it's like y'all gotta have a limit to being a fan. Cause why do you love this person more than you give praise to God? You know? And there's a lot of celebrities that want you to worship them. Like they get a kick out of your worshiping. And believe it or not, so fam, you are slowing your growth down. Because God see that you don't really trust him or love him like that. You love a person, you know, like he made that person. So why are you going to trust that person over him? That's like, it's like if you, perfect example, so fam, say you, how is it? Say you order some, I'm going to just keep it brief. Say you order some food from, let's say, Ruth Chris, right? Are you going to go down to Applebee's? This is a better one. I think you're getting me, but this is a better one. Think about, I don't want to confuse you. I'm gonna just say what I was gonna say, and let's see how it rolls, cause y'all know I be flowing. Say back in the day, right, you was in school, right, and you acting up in school, right? You acting up in school. The teachers sit you down and say, you know, act right. You don't act right. What the teacher do? The teacher's gonna go to your parent, right? The teacher's gonna go to your parent and say, hey, such and such isn't acting right. Right? Why does that teacher go to the parent? Right? They're going to go to the higher power in that moment, you know? Who has higher power over this child? The parent. So when you want to know what's happening and want more answers, go to the parent, the celebrity, the coach. Get what I'm saying? We're all students. We can help you, but so much. We still have to go to the parent. I think that did work out good. So fam, I think that was perfect. I think that was so perfect. Same thing with celebrities. We're trying to follow all the steps that the celebrity did to be famous. Do God even want you to be famous? Is that even your calling? Is that even your path? This is why it's important. We have to learn how to hear God's voice. We have to learn how to know, we have to know, okay, is this trauma or is this God? And we do need help. If you've always been taught one way and then you learn there's another way, you have to learn, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of information there. So yeah, a coach is helpful. Those that have been through it already, it is helpful. That's why we're here, to be helpful, not to be worshipped. So understand, so fam, you see how when I see people worshiping other teachers, you gotta understand, so fam, is that we are people. We are humans. So what does that tell you? We will have human error. We're not perfect. We can give you the best advice we see. You still take that advice to God. God, Amelia said X, Y, and Z. How do you think I should take that information? Does that information apply to me? That's how you go to God. With information anyone gives you, any information you see, even your parents, okay? Your parents got, okay, go, your parents said this and that, okay. God, mom said X, Y, and Z. Is this what I should be? You know what I'm saying? God sees all things. It's sometimes saying maybe you want to have a conversation. Maybe there's information that a coach could give you that'll spark a bigger thought, right? So sometimes God is trying to tell us stuff, but we have a lot of things blocking our way that we can't hear it. The message doesn't get pushed through straight, right? So it's good for a non-biased ear to come and hear what you got to say and help you sparkulate those positive thoughts. Sometimes, so fam, we have, how do you call it? You ever have a stove that the when you flick it, it go click, 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 but it don't light, right? So sometimes, so fam, sometimes we need someone to give us a little light, right? We trying to activate our creativity, but we need someone to come in with the flame. You know what I'm saying? Come up with a little candle lighter and you put it on the stove and it light. That's what people that coach and help. That's what we are here to do. Another great example. Ooh, Lord, you're just flowing. Ooh, Lord. You ever see someone pulled over to the side of the road, right? And their battery is dead, right? So they're trying to start, this is a metaphor, so fam. They're trying to start their car, but they need a jump, right? They need jumping cables. They need somebody to come with the jumping cables, right? So you call in a friend, right? Because if you asking God, what God gonna do? God gonna send you somebody that could jump start your car, right? Because you gotta be realistic, okay? So God is gonna send you someone with jumping cables with a full battery to help you jump start your car. Then what happens? You get in your car and you drive on your path. Let the church say yes. Okay. They are going to help you jump start your battery. Okay. So that is what people generally, coaches, people are here to do. Help you jump start your own car. Okay? Now, you could be driving a Honda, they could be driving a Nissan. You could be going to Brooklyn, they could be going to the Bronx. Leaving from Manhattan, that's two different directions. Okay? But that doesn't mean y'all can't cross paths real quick and spark cars. Then what happens? The person that gave you a spark goes driving on and woo, 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 woo. Enough battery still to keep going. And now you have enough battery to get you to your next destination. So man, I should end the video right there. Okay. Woo. Woo, 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 woo. Number 3. Lord, this is good. I mean, I knew it was going to be good, but God, come on, Lord. Glory be to God. Glory be to God all the time. Lastly, so fam, find a spiritual foundation. Find a spiritual foundation. I spoke about this a little bit in the last video. It's crucial, so fam, right? When you don't have a spiritual foundation and you walk all over the place, that is how your life is going to look. If you do not have a foundation and you got your roots all over the place, that is how your life is going to feel and to look. When you create a nice foundation and you just know what you know, then you know. Oftentimes, a lot of people turn their back on God from their experiences in the church. Relearn without the church. People are not perfect. And no one has time to sit around and try to look for that. You know what I'm saying? Just relearn it. Take time. We want things to be overnight. God is not overnight. Nothing about God is overnight. When you look at anything from God, you understand it's never overnight. Nothing. So fam, get your foundation together. Just get it together. Pick. Sometimes we don't want to pick. Sometimes we think we could just go on with life and just relate it to energy. Numbers. Zodiacs. Do some better research. Go get you a book. Go speak to whoever you have to speak to. And you'll know a good foundation based off of the fruit of the tree. So fam, I don't think we think enough. Like, seriously, so fam. Fruit. What's fruit in someone's life? Someone's fruit in their life, so fam, is their peace of mind. Not the car they drive. The way they speak about other people. The way they handle a situation. These are the fruits of life, not a car and a house. Anyone can have good karma. We have to be able to discern the difference and look at the fruit. If it don't bear good fruit, look at the roots, okay? We have to determine what we believe is fruit. Low battery. I used to think fruit was money. So I used to be sitting around listening to anybody with money. Killer noise. Do not mistake good karma for God's grace. You know when God is in it. Sometimes we really be trying to play God. Like, don't try to play him. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, when y'all think of God, y'all don't think big enough. Y'all think too worldly.